Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. Last year, Darvin Ham was absolutely brutalized by the NBA media and some NBA fans because he could not deliver for the Los Angeles Lakers. On top of that, we witnessed time after time of his own players showing him up and embarrassing him on live TV, especially his lead player in LeBron James. Bearing in mind that this is the same Darvin Ham that a season prior, who made his coaching debut, helped coach the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals, excuse me. The subsequent season, Darvin Ham, for as bad as he was, led the Lakers to win the NBA Cup, in which they were pouring champagne on themselves, and they decided to hang up a banner. Whack-ass Darvin Ham was somehow able to do that. They get to the playoffs. Meanwhile, they're still complaining about he doesn't know how to do rotations, he doesn't know how to do this, he doesn't know how to spell his name, he doesn't know how to read and write. Darvin Ham knows nothing. He knows nothing. He looks confused. His hands are always in his pockets. He knows nothing. He knows nothing. He knows nothing. So what did they do? They went out there and fired him. After they fired him, the next question became, well, who are you going to hire? Who are you going to hire? Because you just fired a guy that took you to the playoffs 2 years in a row. You won the NBA Cup. So surely you're going to get somebody better than him, right? No. That's not what the Lakers did. The Lakers decided to hire a guy that not only has never coached, he's never even coached on a collegiate level. They went out there and got JJ Redick. That was doing a podcast with LeBron, was a contributor on ESPN talking basketball. They got him. And at the time they did, I'm like, how is this a step up from Darvin Ham? So they hired JJ Redick. And then we started hearing words about, the Lakers believe that JJ Redick could be the next Pat Riley. Like, what? The next Pat Riley? Yeah, he's a basketball seer. He's a basketball savant. If you hear the way he articulates his points, JJ Redick knows it all. And I'm like, okay, they're saying a lot of good things. So then what happened? The Lakers start off the season, and I believe they get off to a 3-0 start. Even me, I'm like, damn, looks like he's doing something great. Then some of our viewers said, pull me to the side, like, yo, hold on. Give it time. Give it time. You're going to find out who they really are. And then time started going on. And then I started to realize, wait a minute, JJ Redick ain't even better than Darvin Ham. And then JJ Redick, I started to notice, had this air of arrogance about him. Like as if he was a multiple championship winning coach. He would go into press rooms, walk out, say whatever he want. Even on introduction day, he cursed in the introduction meeting. The last thing he did, he was chewing. I'm like, who does JJ Redick think he is? Had this been Darvin Ham doing that, Stephen A. Smith, all the way down to the janitor working at ESPN, would have been criticizing Darvin Ham to the high heavens. But what I'm noticing is that we don't hear a mumbling word from nobody at ESPN nor FS1. Nobody is talking about the ineptitude from JJ Redick. And today we're going to call it out. So I want to give you guys some interesting data here. Okay? I want to put up a graphic for you guys. And we're getting this graphic from Basketball Forever. I want to show it to you. And it says, same but different. First 10 games of the 2023 season, Darvin Ham with the Lakers, 10-7. For first 17 games. First 17 games with JJ Redick with the Lakers, 10-7. Now, I want to read what the people were saying in the comments. One person said, nah, JJ is much better. It's just a different, and that's a black dude. Of course, what do you expect from black people? A lot of blacks have an inferiority complex, and you're going to see what the story. And I don't care who I offend. I'm speaking to the people that have it. But this guy says, nah, JJ Redick is a much better. He's much better. It's just a different roster. It's the exact same roster. The exact same roster this season. The only two additions are Dalton Connect and Bronny James. They have virtually the same roster. One person said, literally the same. How is it different? Just a different coach. Another person said, last year was the coach and the roster. This year is the roster. Another person said, I'm a Lakers fan and I'm sad. Another person said, it's not the roster, it's the coach. Another person said, JJ is about five to six has about 5 to 6 unplayable players. Ham had prime D'Lo. Jesus God. Ham had prime D'Lo, who was basically Stephen Curry. Taurean Prince and others were playing very good, like Vando and Wood. And then one final person said, who is the common denominator? Okay, so let me get into this here. Because this topic is actually making me tight. Here's what I think is happening. I think a few things are happening. Number one, JJ Redick is being protected. He's being protected because he was a former media member. He's being protected especially by people at ESPN. The Stephen A. Smiths and all, expect to hear nothing from them. Expect to hear nothing from them. Nothing. They're not going to call JJ. Do you know what Stephen A. Smith said just the other day? He said JJ Redick is doing a fantastic job, which proves to me that Stephen A. Smith does not watch any NBA games. Because for him to say that, it means that he doesn't know that they were playing horrible teams. Of the 6 teams that they played on their 6-game winning streak, only one of them had a winning record. He thinks he's doing a good job, which means he's not watching. Another video we saw of the Lakers getting blown out on Gil's Arena, they post how JJ Redick is proving he's already a Hall of Fame coach after they got blown out. And then you got, and I'm going to call y'all like I see y'all, you got a bunch of buck dancing, inferiority complex having jigaboos that will say anything about Darvin Ham, but the minute they see JJ Redick screwing up, they not going to say nothing. And you see them now. Oh, it's a different roster. They got the exact same record. After 17 games, you're going on about a quarter of the season. Once you hit 20, you're at the quarter mark. And the results are virtually the same. You got some of them trying to twerk it up and shake it away, talking about, oh, well, D'Lo was a prime D'Lo, the same D'Lo they were talking about getting traded last year, the same D'Lo that everybody was calling trash, that D'Lo that didn't play no defense, the same D'Lo that didn't play no defense this year and they put him on the bench. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? But the question is, why is everybody afraid to call out JJ Redick? This is what I want to know. We're going to answer it today. Why are these jigaboos, these buck dancers, afraid to call out JJ Redick? But when it comes to Darvin Ham, y'all be the first ones to run up there and start going off. Why? I'm going to say what I think, and I don't care who likes it, who disagrees, who unsubscribes, who subscribes. I'm going to tell you how I feel, because there's some black people that find it extremely easy to call out their own. But when it's another race, they're not going to do it. It's the reason why you walk down the street and almost 95% of the black dudes that see you, they ice grilling you ready to fight for nothing. But 5 white dudes will walk down the block and they don't look at them no kind of way. No kind of way. No kind of way. And they're going to talk about, oh, the racist system. You don't even got to worry about the racist system. We already got some of us eating each other alive anyway. And I said it. Because here you have an instant to call it down the line. Nobody's saying pick on JJ Redick. We're saying call it the way you called it last season and the last 2 years. Call it the way you called it. But they are afraid to do it. They are afraid, talking about JJ Redick as a brilliant mind. How is he a brilliant mind when he got the exact same record of a coach that had a dumb mind? Looks like they're the same to me. Looks like they are the same thing to me. So I just want to let y'all know, we know who you dudes are. We know you. We know you. If that was Darvin Ham, y'all would have been running out there with your pitchforks. running out there with your pitchforks. But because it's JJ, right? And what kills me is that JJ is actually way ruder than Darvin Ham. He will go into press conferences, act a fool, curse, do all of that. Hey, y'all do, man, look at his passion. With JJ, they call it passion. JJ acting like a dickhead and somebody that's unprofessional, they call it passion. But Darvin Ham would just be standing there with an expression like he doesn't know what's going on. He's like, there's a lot of pressure on him. Oh, he looks confused. He's stupid. We know you dudes. We know you dudes. It is embarrassing. And these be the same fools they be sitting up there talking about, man, I'm here for the black community. I'm here for the black community. What about black people? I'm here for the black community. And the black community, you can go kiss my ass. I'm here for the black community and go black people. And I'm here for the black community. It's them. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, I told you, dude. I told you, dudes. I told you. Y'all was up there twerking it up. Serious twerkation taking place. Pouring honey all over each other's backs, sliding up and down the hallways, hollering, tossing ones at each other, just having a good old time. When the Lakers went on that 6-game winning streak, you had Suzette over there just absolutely losing her damn mind. Everybody was happy. They was coming to the comment sections of our video. Yo, where you at, Dreamers Pro? We can't find you. Come outside, Dreamers Pro. Come outside. Come outside. You afraid to come outside? All of this stuff. And I said to them, I said, y'all are playing some bum-ass teams. Y'all are playing some bum-ass teams. And the moment y'all start playing some real competition, I'll be waiting for you guys. Let me tell y'all what happened. So the Lakers went on this 6-game winning streak, right? They went on this 6-game winning streak, and you had these people up there hollering and screaming, talking about, oh, the Lakers are back, Lakers are back, Lakers are back. Because the Lakers were out there beating nobodies. They beat the Philadelphia 76ers. They beat the Raptors. They beat the Grizzlies without Ja Morant. They beat the San Antonio Spurs. They beat the Pelicans without Zion Williamson and CJ McCollum. They beat the lowly Jazz. And the moment they started playing teams with a winning record, the moment that happened, they started losing. They lost to the Orlando Magic by 1 game at home. They lost to the Denver Nuggets with Russell Westbrook and those boys, where they got absolutely embarrassed in the second half when they went on a 50-17 run. And then last night, they got the doors blown off of them by the Phoenix Suns, and the Lakers caught an ass whooping by 27 points. They beat the living out of the Lakers. It was a bloodbath. And as a matter of fact, I was actually trying to stay up to watch that game. But then I said to myself, I'm like, yo, I already know what's going to happen. They're going to get the doors blown off of them. The doors blown off of them. And that is exactly what happened. They got their asses whiz-zapped. They took them to the back of the shed and beat the living hell out of them by 27 points. And now we can't find you, dude. So I want to get into the analysis and the breakdown of this game and get into some comments from the head coach. Okay, so let's get into this box score yesterday. Okay. Let's look at the Phoenix Suns. They had a bunch of players balling out, especially their big three. Bradley Beal, who made his return last night, scored 23 points, had a huge block on LeBron James. He shot 67% from the field, 50% from the three. He did his thing with 2 assists and 2 rebounds and a block, of course, the one I just mentioned. Kevin Durant came back also in that game. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 50% from the three, 53% from the field, doing his thing. Yusuf Nurkic had 12 points and 12 rebounds. He did his thing. Devin Booker finished the game with 26 points and 10 assists, with only 3 turnovers in the game. Now, let's look at the Lakers side. Rui Hachimura has 7. Okay, he shot 37%. LeBron James, who you jigaboos were out there twerking it up and lathering it up all throughout the offseason. ESPN ranked him as the 7th best player in the world. Kenny Smith talking about he the 2nd best player. Really? LeBron is the 2nd best player in the world, and I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. If LeBron is the 2nd best player, I am Santa Claus. Santa Claus. LeBron better than Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because Nikola Jokic is the best. So he better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is that what we're saying? He better than Luka Doncic. Is that what we're saying? He better than Anthony. So that's what they were saying. Anthony Davis yesterday, LeBron scored 18 points on 44% shooting from the field, 28.6% shooting from the 3-point line. He did hit both of his free throws. He had 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 turnovers to lead the game. 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers for the guy that makes the correct play every single time. 5 turnovers. We get to Anthony Davis. He had 25 points and 15 rebounds. It's a damn shame. He would have probably had 35 if they gave him the ball more. He shot 19. LeBron is over there shooting 16 times. Only God knows. Then we get to who else? Cam Reddish had 0 points. Who else? Austin Reeves had 15 points. Dalton Knecht had 7 points. D'Angelo Russell had 16 points coming off the bench. The reason the Lakers got their butts whipped is because they play zero defense. They don't care. They're not interested in playing defense. They're not even in remotely playing defense. And LeBron himself plays absolutely zero defense. Zero defense. All LeBron is out there trying to do is get stats and stat pad. The Lakers scored 40 points in the second half, and they gave up 65 points. That's an average of around 32 points a quarter. A quarter. So LeBron plays no defense. And as a result, they play no defense. Let me give you guys some data here regarding the Lakers as a team. Offensively, they're the fifth. They have the 5th overall rating in the NBA. Defensively, they are 27th. 27. They're almost dead last when it comes to. They play no defense. It's the same story year in and year out with this team. The same story. The exact same story. They are horrible, this team. And they're getting exposed when they play some real defense. I want to quickly read from a Clutch Points article. It says, Lakers JJ Redick hints at making change after 27-point NBA Cup loss. I thought this dude was Nostradamus. But anyway, I continue on. This was the first NBA Cup the Lakers had ever. Man, stop with this nonsense. The first NBA Cup. They just started the thing last year. What are we talking about? Anyway, this was the first NBA Cup the Lakers have ever lost after running the table and winning the first ever. Man, stop with this nonsense. However, the Suns humbled them in a return of Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal in the game. They shot over 50%. Blah blah blah. Let's get to that. After the game, JJ Redick was understandably irritated with his team's performance. While reflecting on the loss, Redick said that some changes might be coming to the team on the defensive end of the floor, according to Jovan Buha of The Athletic. JJ said the Lakers are going to have to look at changing their defensive schemes against the league's best offenses. He said the Sun Stars got both whatever they wanted individually, offensively, and also were able to generate open threes for their. Well, it ain't Anthony Davis's fault. The person's fault, who it is the dude Kyle Kuzma had to push to play defense. That's whose fault it is. And you know what these twerking ass LeBron fans gonna say? Oh, well, he old. What do you want him to do? Then get him off the floor. Get him off the floor. If he's old, let him retire. If LeBron is old, let him retire. Let somebody else step up to the plate and let's see what they got. But now, they want to keep him around to keep accumulating one useless, irrelevant, game-changing stat after the other. This is what I asked. What is this about? It's just about compiling stats. So yes, the Lakers got the doors blown off of them. Now before I close, I just want to quickly look at their schedule because it's about to get about to get easier. So who do they just play? The Suns. They're gonna play the Spurs. They may give them a challenge, and then they're gonna have the Thunder. Then they're going to give him, the league going to give him another day off against the Jazz again. How many times the Lakers playing the Jazz? The league is funny. I want you all to pay attention to something. The Jazz are ass this season. Let's look at the amount of times the Lakers would have played the Jazz already. They played the Jazz. This would be the 3rd time. They played them on the 20th. Let me see. Did they play them again before that? I think they played them before. I could be wrong. No, that's the preseason. The Lakers played the Jazz. This would be the 2nd time the Lakers are playing the Jazz already. The 2nd time. And then they're going to have to play the Wolves. They're going to have to play the Thunder in that stretch. They're going to have to play the Heat. And the Miami Heat actually play great ball. It's just that they lost last night to the Milwaukee Bucks, who've been on fire. So we're going to be watching for them. I've been one of the people out there that has always said this whole Michael Jordan, LeBron James GOAT debate is an absolute waste. It's a debate that is made up of smoke and mirrors. There is no actual real substance to it. But the media has done a fantastic job convincing only LeBron fans, that's all, only LeBron fans, that this thing is a real debate. Because let's not get it confused. The only fan base that thinks this is an actual debate is LeBron. That is it. There's nobody else. No other NBA fan base thinks that Michael Jordan and LeBron James are an actual thing. It is just LeBron James fans, period. But nevertheless, these guys try to make this argument. LeBron fans feel like the rest of us NBA fans should care about all of these accumulated stats. They want us to care so bad, but the fact of the matter is nobody cares. Why? The reason most people don't care is because people are looking at it, okay, what were you able to accomplish in your prime? And then when you compare these two guys in their prime, there's nothing, absolutely nothing to discuss. I was just having this argument with Gilbert Arenas just yesterday. He was trying to make an argument for LeBron, who's been, I said, listen, man, listen. You cannot even begin to compare LeBron and Michael Jordan. No, we were arguing about Kobe and LeBron. I said Kobe is the better offensive player than LeBron. He's a better defensive player. There's no question about it. He's more clutch, and he's mentally tougher. And he's not going to blame, deflect, and be passive aggressive. He's going to hold people accountable. Some serious leadership. Not let the media discipline and be going to the media and tweeting to the media some of these cryptic tweets about what he feels about the dude sitting right next to him on a plane. Kobe ain't going to do that. So we went through this back and forth. And I was saying to him, I'm like, Kobe's a better offensive player. He's a better defensive player. So I'm like, if I'm sitting here having this argument with you, how in the hell will LeBron be compared to a guy that's better than Kobe? How? There is no argument. If you look at what Jordan was able to do in his time in the NBA, it's not even remotely close. These LeBron fans are talking about accumulative stats, but they're not talking about the stats that actually matter. Just a bunch of stats that don't matter. So what happened? Yesterday, TNT was covering a game between the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. And they were talking about LeBron getting some stupid record, another stupid record of, like, I think, the most 30-point games. And then they revealed that Michael Jordan had done that 6 seasons before LeBron even did. I want you to think about it. LeBron has been playing for 25 years. And Jordan was able to do it way sooner. I'm being facetious, obviously. He's been playing for a long-ass time. And then as they're talking about this stat, Charles Barkley basically comes out and says, on live TV, man, y'all need to stop this nonsense about LeBron being on Michael Jordan's level. Let us just stop the nonsense. So what we want to do is we're going to quickly play what Charles had to say. It's only about a minute or so segment, and then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
These NBA players suck, y'all. LeBron, give me 25 tonight.
Easy.
KD, give me 25.
Easy.
Anthony Davis, 8 rebounds.
He averaged 11.
Devin Booker, 1-3.
Easy.
Thank you, Jalen.
You got this.
Guarantee it then. Guarantee. We're going to win. We're going to stop this winning streak.
Let's get this money.
Come on, y'all.
Stop this losing streak.
That's what I meant.
Would be the.
I know what I said, but you know what I meant.
No, I don't.
Come on, man. You players, pick it up.
0-5.
Since he bought these bombs y'all be showing every week. Who can't? LeBron, one of the greatest ever, can't give me 25 points. KD, one of the greatest ever, can't give me 25 points. Anthony Davis, 8 rebounds.
That's easy.
Devin Booker, 1-3. Are you kidding me?
Hey, LeBron, by the way, 3 threes away from passing Kyle Korver.
Ooh, Kyle Korver can shoot that thing.
Number 7 all time. And he's second in 30-point games now with 559. MJ's got 562.
See, now, Ernie.
What?
That's an amazing stat to talk about. Everybody, I don't get into debate about greatness. So LeBron has played how many more seasons than Michael Jordan, and he's still behind him? That's crazy. That's crazy. And I love LeBron, but for him to be that far behind MJ and I'm played probably 8 more seasons? Come on, man. Y'all need to stop this.
Lakers and Suns later, but first it's the Bucks and the Heat. Enjoy,
Come on, man.
y'all.
Stop that.
So you heard what Charles Barkley had to say. He said, LeBron has been playing for 6 more seasons than Jordan, and it's just now he's able to get that record. You see, that statistic proves that Jordan is by far the most superior player offensively, which is the reason why most people don't care about that damn all-time leading scorer. We never cared about it until LeBron did it. LeBron fans never said that, oh, Karl Malone is better than Michael Jordan because he's leading them on the all-time. So the only reason they used it is because LeBron did it. But it doesn't matter. Because anybody that's watched the basketball game will tell you for free that you cannot compare Michael Jordan as an offensive player to, you cannot compare them. Just about 2-3 weeks ago, a LeBron hit a turn-away fadeaway jump shot, and LeBron fans are losing their mind. I'm like, it must be pathetic for you guys to go, what, every 2 seasons LeBron hits a turn-away fadeaway, and you dudes start twerking it up and pouring honey all over your bellies, talking about, did you see how that shot be made? It was amazing. Jordan literally has over a decade worth of those highlights. Y'all are over there pouring milk all over your bellies, talking about, oh, did you what LeBron did? It's like, Jordan been doing that. To you, it's amazing because his moves look horrible. So when he does something like that, you're like, oh my God, do you see it? Because it's not the norm. You ever watch LeBron play? His game is so ugly to watch. Even watch when he goes into a drive, his hand flails out and he starts doing like all. I'm like, bro, what is this? What is this? This is a horror movie we're watching. He be, even in the shoot around, he be shooting and blowing his hand like this. I'm like, yo, what is this? This is disgusting. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? This is grotesque. This is horrible to watch. Like, turn it off. It's enough. You've abused us enough. But if you talk about them in terms of offensive players, the reason why, let me tell you why Jordan was able to do what he did, why it took LeBron 6 years to get those 30-point games. Let me explain to you why that was possible. Jordan had a wide arsenal in terms of his game to be able to score. It's the reason why the guy had 10 scoring titles, I believe, in a row. We can stop the video right there. Not only did he have 10 scoring titles, in the midst of those, he was making all first defensive teams. In the midst of those, he was winning Defensive Player of the Years. Jordan has the highest regular season scoring average, even more than Wilt Chamberlain, who owns the NBA records. And he has the highest playoff scoring average. Jordan averages 30 a game for his career. In the playoffs, he averages damn near 34 points a game in the playoffs. And this the dude you want to bring and tell me that he better than, you talking about the Jordan, the Bulls that went for 8 years and never lost more than 2 games in a row. This is the Jigga you want to bring to me? Are we being serious? Look, Michael, listen, let me distill this down for you. Michael Jordan only lost one playoff series, just one playoff series, when he had at least one All-Star. Let me repeat that one more time for you. When Jordan was playing with at least one All-Star in his 15-year career, he only lost one playoff series. One. In the last 2 seasons, LeBron alone has lost 2. You cannot compare these people. You cannot do it. We are witnessing the erosion of the sport on LeBron's watch. He can't even lift the league up to the point where he can actually influence the mindsets of the players to get them to even care. He can't even influence them in that way. What's the argument you have to make to LeBron? What is the argument? There is no argument. There is none. All we have is just a bunch of people in media hollering and screaming, drinking honey every day, talking about, oh man, you see what LeBron did? You see what LeBron did? I ain't see it. I'm sorry, I ain't see it. I never saw Jordan have a mental breakdown in the play. I never saw it happen. I never saw Jordan in the All-Star game when it was time to hit the game-winning shot, then just basically screw up the entire play and have other players looking at him like, yo, what the F are you doing? He's like, I don't know what I was doing. What am I doing out here? This is what we're doing? So Charles is like, stop and it ain't got nothing to do with no damn being no old head, because LeBron is old. It's just that he's not on Jordan's level. I'm saying, some people are, it ain't close. I'm saying it ain't close. And I will argue that with anybody on the planet. It ain't close at all. The distance between LeBron and Jordan is the distance between heaven and earth. It is not close. The guy's been playing for 25,000 years and he's still trying to catch Jordan. What does that say? Who are you more impressed by? The guy that went to school and finished in college in 2 years, or the guy that's sitting in college for 10 years still trying to graduate? But we're supposed to be impressed because he keeps getting A's, but he's only taking 2 classes a semester. Meanwhile, the other guy was taking 7 classes a semester and he did it much quicker. But he has a 4.0 GPA. Yeah, but he's taking art. He's taking art and linguistics, for God's sakes. Why should we be impressed by this? Y'all better stop with this lame ass, corny ass debate. It ain't no debate.